So in today's video, I'm going to help you get set up on Git. There's a couple of applications out there which you can use. There's GitLab and GitHub, but GitHub's probably better as it's completely free and you can get set up on your first couple of repositories on there. Git's essentially used for working collaboratively with other developers. It's got a version control system where a number of developers can be working on the same project or on the same files at the same time, and you won't sort of override each other's changes. So first you want to head over to GitHub, create an account on github.com. I already created my account. You'll need to verify your email before you can actually make your first repository. I've kind of skipped that step, but you can do that now. And after you've done that, you can come over here, create this new repository here, give it whatever name you want. I'll give this a name of Python course. I will be doing a Python course on this channel, so okay, that name's available. You can add a description. This is a 12-week Python course. I'll make mine public. You can make yours private. If you're going to be using this as a tool of employment, you would probably want to make it public. You can link this to your CV and the recruiters can see your code, they can see your projects, and that'll increase your chances of getting a job x-fold. So you can add a readme. You can add this at a later point. I'll skip that for now. I'll add it at a later point in this video so we can see a few Git commands together. Okay, so what we'll do first, we'll create that repository. Once we've created that repository, there's two ways you can sort of connect to this repository. You can either use HTTPS or SSH. Commercially, you would use SSH. SSH is more secure, but there's a few things you need to do before you get set up with SSH. I suggest getting set up using SSH. So we'll copy this command. We'll go head over to our virtual machine in VirtualBox. Let's sign in. If you've not got it downloaded, made a video previously, I'll link it in this video and you can download this VirtualBox machine which I'm using now. So first let's check if you've got Git installed. Git's not installed. It gives you the command there to install it. Sudo apt install git. Okay, enter our password. Okay, let's get that downloaded. Okay, now it's downloaded. You can press control. You can type clear, or a quick way of viewing your screen is just control L. Okay, now that's installed. Let's check our version here. So we've got this Git version. That means it's successfully installed. So we'll do pwd path to working directory. We are here. Okay, these are the folders in here. Let's create our directory now. Make directory YouTube. So this is for all my YouTube content. I've created that directory now. I can go into that directory using cd. cd is change directory. YouTube. Okay, now we're in here. And what we can do now is it's simple command git clone, and okay, let's copy this here. Okay, so the issue I'm having here now is it's not doing the paste. I'm copying the link from the host machine, trying to paste into this VirtualBox, and it's not working. A fix for this is go over to your VirtualBox. Open this, go into your settings, go into advanced, shared clipboard, bi-directional, so you can go both ways. Okay, hopefully that should have done it. If not, we might have to reboot our system. Okay, that doesn't seem to have done it. Let's reboot. This might take a couple of seconds. Okay, now fast forwarded to the bit where it's fully rebooted. Let's sign back in, get our terminal back up. Do the same command. Let's just make this bigger, zoom in a bit as well. Git clone, and then okay, perfect. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Okay, so now we've got this permissions issue. So the problem is that we've not actually got our SSH set up. Create our SSH keys. We'll do that by doing SSH keygen. Don't forget the hyphen. Just press enter, enter. You don't need a passphrase. Okay, so now we'll check if that's been created. -a will show all the hidden directories. Okay, now you can see we've got this SSH directory here. Let's go into this SSH directory. So you can see you've got this ID underscore RSA. This is your private key, and you've got this ID underscore RSA .pub, which is your public key. You don't really want to share your private key with anyone. SSH and understanding the importance of SSH is a video in itself. I'll cover a video on SSH later in the video series. But for now, let's just create the keys and use those keys so our local virtual machine can actually make contact to our GitHub repository. So if we share our public key with GitHub, so now we've got this open here, we can access our public key. We can do that by catting this file id_rsa.pub. So this is now our public key. What we can do is we can take our public key. Don't forget, when you copy it's Control-Shift-C. I always seem to forget. So we'll go back into our GitHub, and then on here we'll go into our settings, SSH keys, and we can add a new SSH key. We can call this Ubuntu desktop because we're accessing it from the Ubuntu desktop. Let's add this SSH key. So it's been added successfully. Let's go see if we can connect now. Clear the screen. Type in history. You can see your older commands. Let's run command 57. Okay, no wait. Let's just make sure we're in the right directory. And then we'll run that command now, 57. Okay, so I've managed to clone that directory. Let's go into this directory now. Okay, now let's create our readme. Touch readme.md. Now we can go into that file with vim, which is a code editor. Let's go into insert mode. Let's write something about our project. This is a 12-week course on Python for beginners. There's no spell checking you, so make sure you get it right. Set :WQ writes and quits. Let's check that our changes have been saved. Okay, now if you type git status, this shows that this is an untracked file. This hadn't been added to our repository yet. So what we can do is git add this file. We can check git status again. So now we can see that it changes to be committed. So we can commit by doing git commit -m and then a commit message. Our commit message could be first commit. In a commercial environment, you probably write something which is a bit more appropriate. So what we need to do is, yeah, let's just check that again. Now let's check to see if our commit has been pushed. We'll go back in our repository. Okay, we'll check this Python course. You can see here we've got this. This is a 12-week course on Python for beginners. So now you've created your first Git repository, and you can branch off from here. You can create many different feature branches. Commercially, you would have a number of different feature branches and you would work on something simultaneously. But so now that your Git repository has been set up, you can make changes, you can commit your projects here, and yeah, this is a great place to store your portfolio and share with recruiters.